Alrighty, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. Yo, Zombie Train, thank you for the good luck. Alright, 15 smokes, 2 repairs. We'll probably get by with getting 16 smokes. We do need some residual money just in case for key items. A relay. Nice A button. It's always a little jarring to go from different RPGs where you automatically open a door versus you have to hit A to open the door. This game you have to hit A, like Chrono Trigger, just automatically go through doors. Except for the ones that are sealed, in case they're locked behind a small cutscene. Alright, first fight should always be a single enemy. Give us 0.3 experience with our current way of fighting. Alright, game. Which experience are you gonna give me? I should still get initiative. Maybe not. Did not get initiative, but I wasn't punished except for... Alright, 0.5. Not the best start. Point 7. Definitely not the best start. So I'm gonna need to fight the extra gel. Maybe even 2 extra gel. Okay. 0.1. Hey, Compassion, thank you for the good luck. Okay, there's a triple. 0.1, starting 0.7. So I'll need a double, triple to level. A 66% chance. Will we get it? Probably not, but it's what we need. I say that because every time I've wanted it, I've forgotten it. At least the past few weeks. Maybe the game will show mercy. The back of Dr. Einstein's coat. Look at it. It's like a mammal. So cute. It's supposed to be. Angry wolf. Like a almost chubby, chibi Angry wolf. Gray wolf. Most wolves are gray. Some aren't. When I think of wolves, I think of Arctic wolves. Forest wolves. Okay. Alright, so next encounter is required. We hope to level up right here. Don't, we have to exit the room and redo the fight. Good news is, I only have to do this twice if I don't get what I need right here. Okay, I didn't get what I needed, of course. But I'm guaranteed to level up this fight. Time loss. Another single. They just refuse to give me a double or triple. Absolutely. Okay, so we're gonna make some stuff. Combine clean and drill. So normally you would need to go back to an R&D room to do this menu. And that's why we want to level up here. So we could avoid having to backtrack whenever you level up. The only thing you can't do when you level up is make a new robot. Everything else from the R&D machine is accessible. Okay, drill. Alright, save the kids, and they are very ungrateful. In fact, all of them are. I think Carl might say, well, thanks for saving me, but I'm not going back, because there's more treasure to be found. He elects to stay. Here's a subtle thing that I just paid attention to, but the mayor rewards us for saving the kids. But he doesn't even know that his own secretary's son hasn't come back. We really didn't do a tally mark of saving the kids. There were 4 of them, but only 3 came back. Meow meow. Right, back to save Carl, who doesn't really need saving. He does need a little bit of help. He delves too greedily and too deep to the cave. I've been meaning to rewatch Lord of the Rings. Problem is, I only had the extended editions. And while I like the Fellowship extended edition, oh god. Oh god, alright. I did not like the Return of the King extended edition. And the Two Towers is about, yeah, okay. Return of the King was one of my favorite movies growing up. Saw the theatrical version maybe like 30 times, not in the theater. Like 3 times in the theater, and then so many other times on TV. Every time, I really want that spider to be out of the way, it just won't. Experience is a little sparse. A lot of single enemies. I don't know how many times I can roll a 1 and 3, but going for the big numbers here. Right, so we need this, that, and then have 2 stuff, whatever. We'll use it soon. Kotetsu. Kotetsu, nice. I want Kotetsu to be as far down left as possible, so he normally doesn't go this much further left, but he could go 1 space down. The best I've seen it. Tetsu moves very slowly, so the closer he is to the guy, faster the cutscene ends. There's a big difference between the worst position and the not worst position. Alright, give me a double or triple, please. Another single. I'm just gonna fight this guy. Our experience isn't great. Another single. Alright, I would normally not fight a guy on the way here, but sometimes it happens. Can't avoid it because he gets spotted. Spire was in a bad spot. Normally I take the upper route. Bottom route's not bad, but you're almost guaranteed to get spotted, whereas the upper route, you're not guaranteed. There, nice. A double repair drop. Okay. We're gonna move those around. They're in pretty good spots. But those are 2 good drops. I was only opening up the stuff for money. Nicely surprised. Not too bad. Another single. We did get a triple in the last fight. So many singles. The non-zero chance are gonna have to fight something extra. I've already fought something extra. Okay, so horn, this in here, do this here, there. All stuff all over the place. I really shouldn't do these menus. Like, I think it's a little important for all quests and capsules, but any percent, it's better to just not. You just have to know where everything is. Okay, well I dodged that guy, which is great, but probably needed the experience, so... Spider, go up or down? Okay, okay. I'm gonna do what I did yesterday, which is just deliberately fight this guy, because... while it's cool to manipulate him so you don't have to fight him, I like my experience. Okay, let me do this. I think my experience is good enough. Alright. Alright, should get a level here. I've not been counting, but... double. And it's a gunner. So the gunners give more experience than the helmet or sword guys. Okay, so... gun... scrap 2... 2... Okay, important thing. Yeah, the shield we have equipped gives us some speed. We don't actually need to points. The normal speed points were just to get us started so we don't miss things we're attacking. For Meta Crab, it's more than enough. Hey Spirit Warrior, thanks for the good luck. Okay, we're guaranteed to lose time here, because Shot cannot get a critical hit, and we have to hit him 10 times. Starting this fight, 30 seconds. Slower. So Metacrab has 200 HP, and 3 types of attacks. One of them is the mini crab launcher, which is probably the best attack to see. It doesn't hurt you most of the time. It could, very often. And then he fires a blue, and I think a purple. Oh, well, the crab attack hit me, just after I was saying it doesn't normally do that. Block. Block. So in a marathon run, I would use a cure right now, once my HP hits 7. Because he could do a melee attack, and usually he does 7 or 6, and then occasionally will do 8 damage. So it's not a very safe position to be in. Okay, so 22, 3. Should have healed up before. There's like a little glitch. I don't know if it's even a glitch, but if you're in critical health and you level up and then lower your health to a lower value, you'll still be in the critical health state where your robot's kind of panicking and you see a red number, even though your HP's maxed out. So that stays, I think, until our robot gets knocked out and then revived. But you can avoid that if you use a cure before you change your HP values. I think. I mean, that definitely works, but I think your panic state goes away when you use a repair. There's a very good chance we're gonna have to use a repair in this run. Would say it's guaranteed, but theoretically possible. Never have to use a repair. Okay, so we're off to a good start. The only real time loss was 2 extra encounters. Both ended up being necessary for level 3. Under normal circumstances, you would level up fighting the things that are only necessary to fight. Extra stuff. Nerd! 9 times out of 10, he stops directly in your path. He did not do that. If I would have just trusted, kept going, I wouldn't have had to stop at all. Or maybe not. Maybe I would have ran into him and he would have stopped anyway. Because I collided. Fine, to never trust the kid. Ever. Ever! Signed, your father. I feel like notes from parents to children should be signed as like just dad or mom, not your father. Definitely not your first name. Whatever. Alright, they usually drop a repair, do not drop that. These monks give lots of experience for where we're at right now, as long as they're in a group of 2 or 3. All these single monks aren't gonna do it. Why is this game so mean to me when it comes to experience gained? Don't know. I mean, theoretically, if I could get the experience later, getting all these encounters with just single enemies is slightly faster than triples. Like, if you got nothing but triples, you actually lose time. But because we're gonna have to fight extra things, we're just gonna lose time anyway, so slower. But yeah, we finish a fight in 8 seconds on the counter when there's a single enemy. Usually if there's a triple, we finish in 7 seconds. For example. Alright, interesting thing, they didn't drop air. Smoke. Again! I was just about to comment. Last time, a spider walked into me. And it did again today. There's nothing you could do because on the screen transition, your robot's frozen temporarily. I was holding left. Happened. Okay. Amazing. Alright, so we're down 1 smoke bomb. Normal. Isn't a problem. When we buy 15 at the beginning, the majority of them do get used as per the run, but there's a couple left over that are just in case bad things happen. So we have an allowance. How much that is, I haven't counted. But it is wasted time. And I didn't want. But I couldn't even fight. We can't really fight spiders yet. Not as we are currently equipped and stats we have. I guess I could test it. See what happens if we equip the axe and try to fight a spider. Alright, I'm gonna get both of these. Normally I skip the cure, but yesterday I had to use all 3 cures in the Papa Mecha fight. Quite the anomaly, but... to be repaired. You do want at least 1 cure for the very end. I mean, in a world record attempt it doesn't matter, but... Ghetto 2 fight, the longer it takes, the more likely you're going to need to cure up robot number 2. Okay. We play red light, green light, hide and seek. Igor. There are certain places you can stand that are safe, others that are not. You don't want Igor to get off screen. If he does, then he disappears, so then you have to do the whole game again. Okay, game, you've been holding out on me, getting big groups. So we're required to fight 4 of these monks. If all of them are at least 2, we'll catch up on experience. What we don't want to see is a capsule in front of a monk if there are more than 2 of them. I know we get a single. Monk, we're not even level 6 yet, I think. There's a triple. Six. So put in power so that we can fight the ho-ho the next couple rooms. We do like 14 to 15 damage to them. Hey, another triple. And that's with the extra 10 points. If you don't get to level 6 after this last monk, then you're gonna have to equip an axe. I want to take out the hobo. You have to equip the axe anyway, but it's after you upgrade it. Here. Everything else is a cure, I'm pretty sure, and we don't need them. Still need to test if just I feel like after Mint says he's hurt, you could just go straight to Parsley and maybe bring him, but this game has odd plot triggers sometimes. And if you don't hit the trigger or flag, then you can't progress. Alright, gonna do some menu rearranging. Maybe, no, I'll do that when we get the flashlight. Wow, all the way to the door. So they really wanted to go to R&D. Another single hole. You could get doubles and triples here. They are worth, I think, the same experience as monks. And once again, getting unlucky. We're on track to have to fight extra things. that Mint accidentally walks into a wall because it's so dark. There's a double. Okay, so here I'll rearrange stuff after we get the scrap 1. Wait, what is it? Scrap 3? I think scrap 3. Here I have scrap 1. Alright, Monk. Fighting him. Normally try to avoid him, but since we're low on experience anyway, it doesn't matter. I would have had to wait anyway for him to move. No harm. Okay, so flashlight down here, scrap 1, scrap 4 over here, get over here. That's okay. Sure. Alright. Decisions were made, they weren't good. Inventory should be a little more smooth. Okay, now it's over here. Some space. I gotta move the drill. Interesting. All right. That was pretty much a perfect pattern. You can do these rooms without the smoke bomb. It's risky, but if I were to do it, you would save a tiny bit of time. And you would look for a pattern like what we just got. Navigate through. Okay, well, we are not close. Level 7 yet. Unless this guy is a triple and the next one is a triple, probably gonna have to fight the monk an extra 2 or 3 times. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to fight it again regardless, even if we do get triples. Okay, triple, it's a good sign. Still don't give a lot of experience compared to the monks, but it's better than some 1. Money, here, and try to talk to. Alright, on a good experience run, this would be the last thing you fight. Unless you got really lucky earlier and got level 7 already. And you could just skip him. That was a repair, probably. Have time to pick it up. Come on, give me a triple. Stop giving me singles. It's unreal. How unlucky I get. There's a triple. Alright. This doesn't give me level 7, we'll be close. Okay, level 7. Okay, could have been a lot worse. Sadly, still gonna save time. Okay, did not equip the smoke. Okay, so scariest part of the run is over. So the run will almost certainly finish. The result. Okay, so first things first, make the relay. Then gonna make our weapon. One. Make a robot. Our safety net. Dropping inputs. Okay, now I'm gonna adjust our stats. That's not. Okay, no. That's it. Alright, good. Okay, so now relay is somewhere. Get the axe. Shield. Go. Okay, Parsley. What? You can understand me? Wolf? So, relay, home. Okay, good. So now we do have level 7, we can just avoid the monk. If he doesn't behave, you could fight him. He didn't behave originally, but he needs to go to the left or right. If he just keeps on the center, then it doesn't help. Okay, so we are on track to save time, but it's going to depend entirely on the Mamarano fight. We had a few extra encounters because of necessity. But if Mamarano was as good as yesterday, then we could still save a hefty chunk. Frankenstein, not cooperating. Fortunate. Mommy. Left or right, Mommy? Don't go to the door, Mommy. Come on. Too risky. Well, as long as they behave on the way out, then it'll be about average luck. Up or down, 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 up or... There you go. Left or right, left or right. Okay. That was about average. Not great, not terrible. Okay, relay. Do this down here. Alright, saved a baby mouse because Mint didn't know the baby mouse was in her purse somehow. Live creature tends to make noise and movement. Oh, you didn't notice it. I do a loop around the clock tower. Okay. Alright, so we successfully navigated through. No accidents, no mistakes, just a little bit of time loss because of RNG. We're probably going to enter the fight about when a gold split finishes. So, still have some chance to save some time. BB was over a minute off of gold. And if Momora goes really well, it could be 45 seconds. You get a crit, immediately divides into 3, you never get hit, and you hit every single one. Okay, Momora. So, interesting boss. The main thing is don't be on her row. But either does a poison cloud attack, a lightning strike attack, or she divides into 3. We want her to divide into 3. There we go. Because she's always in the center whenever she divides. And then once she starts hopping around, when her clones start hopping around, and it becomes random as to where she is. So we got unlucky because she went immediately after. Try not to be on the same row as the ones that just attack or have not attacked yet. Unlucky. Double unlucky. Okay. So far, a really bad fight. So we have a very small chance of blocking that lightning strike. Does happen, but good. This is actually kind of interesting. I'm stuck. I have no movement. I have to hit the center. Okay. So below average fight. You hope to not get hit, but it does happen. But getting hit twice is a bit. So we lost time. Okay, so 93. 6. Alright, yesterday we were able to save a lot of time because of good movement, just really good play, and the actual boss fight wasn't that great. So there's a lot of potential this next split. But in so doing, with dodging everything, I ended up losing time on the next split because of that. But even so, if I still play well and get a really good boss fight, I should be able to save the same amount of time, if not a little bit more. The boss fight does take a while. It can take a while. In retrospect, I should have hit the top row Mamarana. Because if you are wrong, you can't be hit. Because Mamarana only goes to the center row when she's by herself. And if you were right, you would hit them, and then you could get retaliated against. But I'll make that the rule of thumb. Always go for the top and the bottom. And you don't know what to hit. Alright, so I'm gonna read a book and go to the tropical island. Alright, talk to Mint. She's in a good spot. She was. So you have to talk to 3 people before the plot progresses. Or establish 3 plot triggers. Watch the shaman be a jerk. Talk to Mint about the people in Rococo coming to the island but missing, and then talk to the lodge attendant, and then go to sleep. Ooh, a triple more. Nice. Our next level goal is 11, and we usually hit it pretty easily. Very rarely do we not get enough experience in time before we start to have to fight an extra. That first enemy does give good experience, but only if it's in a group of 2 or 3. Got the best we can get. Good start. Alright. Volcano Hacker Base. Rule of thumb, everything happens in the restroom. Don't know what to do? Go to the restroom. Alright, see what this guy does. Okay. He almost always charges you or walks into you. Very rarely does he not see you, run away and walk opposite. Blue one. Blue one. Not too bad. Yeah, we really don't want to fight the hackers because they don't give a lot of experience compared to other stuff. Okay. Okay, now we're fighting stuff. If I have okay experience, I'll skip that first gator, but almost always try to fight the boss toads. They're ever in a group bigger than 1. You get quite a lot of experience, but game, I want to give me big groups of enemies. Really doesn't. Single, single, single. And I'll skip the boss toad on the right that normally comes paired with a bird sometimes. And this guy would sometimes come paired with gators, but they didn't show up. Alright. Lucky. Fight the gators in the next room. Skip this boss toad, because he has, once again, birds. And quick birds need a lot of speed to be able to hit them reliably. We don't have that yet. Alright game, will you please give me double or triple? Game says no. Alright, I'm gonna open this capsule. Hopefully it's scrap 5. It's not. Scrap 5 is the uncommon drop. That would save time if I picked it up. It's only worth going for once, though. Okay. So the remaining things that we have to fight, we should be able to get level 15, sorry, level 11, before the boss. Normally we would hit level 11 already. It doesn't make a difference for all the things we normally fight. Get to see, get another chance to see the back of Dr. Einst's coat. Okay. Should have run into him 2 seconds ago. Minute 5. I don't normally fight that guy, so encounter. It's not a bad one. Pretty short. Too long to do or to set up. Sometimes you end up running around trying to avoid something and then you get the encounter anyway. Those are usually pretty bad. Alright, mint. Oh, really? Too fast? Alright, so the plot trigger is you have to enter this room. Normally they want you to observe the wall, but the actual flag is just too... Alright, then it gives us a key. I think, not sure where we even get this key. Get out of here. No. All this stuff. Alright, we're good. Cool. There you go. Gonna be really awesome, but oh, unlucky. It pierced. Okay, well here's a bad counter. Got nothing from it besides time loss and a smoke bomb and a used repair. 7 repairs. It was a really bad situation there, though. At least we got that timing manipulation down. Usually when you hit the laser wire, you have to wait. The guards either open up or you have to fight them, and you hope to not have to fight them. It doesn't equate to what just happened, but on average that will happen. And when it does, you do lose time. All right. Okay, now we got equip, sword, glasses, recycle of our weapons, plus we need a little extra money. Alright, punch 1 9 times. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 10. Okay, so now combine. Scrap 4. 2. And punch 2 with punch 3. Then I'm going to power up punch 3, combining them with all the punch 1s, so the base damage punch 3 goes up to maximum. Alright, one more thing to do. Reset our primary robot's command. Our boss punching command. We did it. I think the last time I got hit, that was because I was too slow. Normally it goes like, normally you tap 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 tap, then you pause just ever so slightly before you go forward. You can be too fast, but don't do the rapid buffering. End up being too slow. Alright, we are Mouse. Mouse can do things. Mouse can also not do things. I don't normally get an encounter here, but since we're not level 11, now we are. Kind of a waste, but... Okay. Okay, so... Power... Speed... Hard... Alright, these mice are blocking the way to the treasure room. Guess who wants the treasure? They're willing to move as long as they have some food. Go to the lunchroom and somehow all the hostile hackers away. Nice. So this guy's a required fight, so we're probably going to be fine on level. Didn't have to fight the extra guy. That's okay. We'll have that one snafu so far. Here. and stuff. Alright, we're good. Right. So, about an average base, almost always expect to have one bad fight, and we did. It's called a fight, one bad encounter. Then I got an encounter with 2 extra things in general. They weren't that slow, so it was okay. Experience has been really slow. Just in general throughout this run. So far. Not over yet. Careful. So while you're on the rope, if you face right or left, you can very easily just fall off. So you have to... It's one of the most annoying parts of those mechanics of being on a rope. In the previous area, when it took you to the top, or when you cleared the next room, you were already on land, so you didn't have to worry about accidentally falling off the rope. But in the volcano, you're still on the rope when the screen transitions. Be careful. Okay, so looks like we are on track to save some time. How much will depend on the big eye fight. I think if that fight is normal, 3 punches should still save some time. I don't know if we're gonna pull ahead PB at the moment, but we'll narrow the gap for sure. But if we have a perfect fight, I think we're gonna pull ahead of PB, which is great. I need it. Okay, so robot 1, punch sword, double shields. Okay. Wow. Capsule destroyed. Alright, come on, crit! Alright, so triple hit. Good. Big guy has the ability to block your attacks. He can block all of them, just 1 or 2. Really annoying. But if you hit all 3, or even 2 of them, and get the critical hit, then you'll knock him out. Unfortunate. So we got the crit, but 2 of the attacks were blocked. So all I have to do is 1 more hit. That's either a double or triple hit. Or a single critical hit like before. That'll do it. But this is looking to be a 3-punch fight, which is average. Not what we wanted, but better than the alternative. Alright. Always, it's always the triple hit crit on the very last hit. You get that at the very beginning, and grand old time. Oh cool, pulled ahead. Alright, not bad. So, do 70 speed. Then 27. Oops. 40. Heal. Alright, I have to do menus so we don't lose time because of robot order stuff. Okay, so first of all, glasses, then robot 1 for 2, then sword, field sword. I should delay the second robot. Save a couple seconds. Maybe no, maybe say like 1 second by delaying it. Where you going, Napoleon? You're supposed to go straight down. purposely fight boss toads. Next goal is level 15, which we should be able to get decent encounters here. Anything that isn't a single. Nice. I don't know if boss toads drop anything useful, so... Get away, spider. There's a quick bird. This is why we don't fight them here, or earlier. We don't fight this particular boss toad. The quick birds are very quick and unlikely. Oops. I hit right, but it was delayed. I'm gonna get initiative. They're pretty dodgy, so good hit. Boy, spider. Not moving. Okay. Be decent. Normally I like to fight this last gator, but I'll normally fight that spider encounter, and it was worth decent experience, so good. Okay, I don't like the goggles. Let's move this out of the way. We need a horn. Do the scrap stuff. We'll do that when we go to prison. It's not prison, it's just a jail. Alright, Shaman, you gotta go. Okay, good. Sometimes the mouse will block the way, and if you don't give him space, he'll be stuck. Alright, so the mayor got the police and said that we stole the mayor's jewelry. We did not do that. The police don't know any better. The mayor is in fact an imposter. So we annoy the police officers till they let us out. Alright, done with the horn. Alright, I want over here. Oops. What a goofy face. Okay, drill, put this here. We're gonna need the drill. Just swap it with the goggles. Alright, Carl's mother works for the mayor, and she's not been coming home. Working too hard, so Carl doesn't like that, so he helps us break into the mansion via the sewers. You actually have to hold the up button while you're talking to Carl, otherwise you don't open the door. Go get him. Crab house. Okay, so move the glasses. Also need to move that scrap. Now, scrap 5. Okay, alright. Inventory cleared. I normally have to fight this guy, but we don't like to fight the octopus encounters because they're normally just single encounters, but this was a good one. So experience. They require a double lightning strike attack every time, just slower than popping them on the head. Okay. Let's fight this guy. He's in the dang it. Can't go around him in a 3-tile gap. Okay. I moved too early. Need to pause for half a second. Likely gonna hit us. Did not. Well, sometime, but for the extra encounter and not going first. Unlucky crab house. We got a first crab house being okay. This guy, more or less a waste of time. But more often than not, he will just cross this little narrow strip. Better to get the encounter and go from there. Okay. All right. Drill. Oh god. What a terrible position. Alright, thankfully... Oh well, we didn't get initiative, so this is bad. This attack is really slow, and it almost always hits us. Oh, did not. Nice. Alright. 15? Well, I got that a little early. We're not through. Normally I skip this speed stat, but it might actually help us with dodging in case I make another mistake. We have some iframes. Okay, well, if I navigate the rest of the sewers without an encounter, then this will be pretty decent. perfect, but level 15 early normally doesn't happen. Alright, guy. Going, keep going, keep going. Okay, good. Alright. Worth it. A little bit slow, but avoided the encounter. Oh crap, alright. This fish is almost unavoidable. You could use a smoke bomb, but you gotta make sure the crab not blocking the bridge or on the bridge. And his initial position, I think, is blocking the bridge. The crab is moving. Okay, so let's get out of here. Okay, not too bad. Okay, and all that's left is the Papa Mecha fight. Yesterday we had a horrible, absolutely atrocious Papa Mecha fight. So if that goes average, I think we'll either save a little time or just not lose much. That was an okay sewers. Why did I do that? I don't know. I was thinking of another later mouse hole. It was a good spot. Okay. Now we're gonna leave. Go learn how to make the shield pack. Make the shield pack. Come back, do some shopping. Go fight Papa Mecha. Hopefully by then won't be too far behind. We're doing okay on time though. Alright, first thing we need to recycle Hammer 2. Really cool weapon. Worth a lot of money. Hammer 2 is essentially a drain HP attack. Alright, now we're gonna combine 3 and... wait. 9 and 3. Nope. Right the first time. 5 and 3. We could make boots 5 now, but it's gonna make a lot of fights. low, although they'll be a lot safer. Okay. Let's go for... So, robot 2, 1, punch. Did pretty well with smoke bombs, so I don't have to buy too many. 1, 2. I'll get 8. I need at least 10 GP after the shopping trip. Alright, look for the friendly dog. Play. I did not have to equip the relay, it's faster enough. Wow, Mint was really helpful. Walked right up to us. Okay. Papa Mecha. So Papa Mecha has a lot of defense. Most bosses from this point on will. They resist the run command a certain amount. But if we're lucky, all we need is 2 punches. The first punch, it will always be a front punch, unless we have some really weird capsule luck. And usually the second punch sets up for a back attack, and we want a critical hit on the back attack. We got a critical hit on the front attack, it's not terrible, but it's not going to be enough damage. Alright, crit. Get it. Got the really safe position. Ideal start for... Alright, there's the crit for front. So now I just have to hit him a couple of times in the back to do the chip damage we need. Or just get the crit, so good fight. There's 4 punches, which is average. And it's pretty fast too. I didn't have to heal. Okay. Now, I'm gonna put everything into speed. And then turn Robot 2 back into a tank. Still is a tank, but even more of a tank. Okay. And sometimes Papa Mecha drops money. Got it yesterday. I'll get it today. You do get it, you can make shield 3 for the bug fight. Which is a little time investment to do that, but I think it's worth the safety. But we need to leave. Alright, all the stuff. Key. We're gonna use most of those smoke bombs at the start. Airbase, it's okay. because it's such a huge building. Okay. Horn. Alright, so we're gonna see what happens. I'm gonna put the smoke. Maybe use it, maybe not. Depends on what this bird does. If it faces left, we're probably not gonna use the smoke. Okay. Away from the rope. Alright, so there's a sentry. We don't hope on guarding the... It wasn't. He could guard the top of the bridge. And he has collision and you can't fight him, so he just ends up being a barrier, and then enemies start swarming behind you. You either gotta get out quickly. Well, in that case you have no option, you have to fight the... But on the way out you could retreat backwards. Okay, so the key. Oh, I didn't equip boots 4. It doesn't matter too much right here, but I should do that. In fact, I don't think I did any menu. Yep. God, I don't know why. Just, I need to make better notes. Okay, so 1 for 2, and... Almost there. It's like getting an extra encounter, so the worst. It's just never. Especially with the Papa Mecha section, because we have so much to do. We have to go rescue the mayor, equip the key, rescue the mayor, get the stone, go to Rose, equip the horn, and then leave. Like, all that plot stuff ends up getting in the way of just do the menu first. Okay, where is the... oh, right here. Well, I mashed and talked to him twice. Alright. Smooth. Okay, so yes, put this here. Don't know why. Okay. Wanted to dodge him, but wouldn't have been worth the time. Plus, our experience is kind of far away. Like, we normally fight things on the way, and we need to be careful with our experience, but I've been dodging most of these. So actually doing okay. Experience. Wrong with getting the encounters. At least a couple. Okay, got a smoke bomb equipped. Wow. Oh man. He got me. So, I was hoping to go up and around on the other side. Unfortunate. Terrible start. But he kept charging, so there really wasn't anything I could do besides get the encounter. So I thought to backtrack, but then the guy was coming up behind me too quickly, so could not backtrack. Amazing. They outplayed me. Okay, this... Oh, I need to bring back Robot. A good idea, I have 8. Oh well. He was gonna go back and forth. Tough to get around him anyway. I did not mean to do that. Tried to back off last second, but there's momentum in this game. Either that or input delay, the way I'm playing it, I don't know. Pretty sure it's just momentum. Because of the momentum. Unless you're anticipating something, you usually end up... Unfortunate. Alright, this is not the worst thing. Just lure them here. Try to outrun them. What happened? Yeah, this is a waste. We don't need to fight these guys. They move around. God dang it, man. He just didn't cooperate. I don't even know what I picked up for the repair. Money, a weapon, who knows? Alright, well, a lot of extra encounters there. This is the worst thing in the game, the sentry. Yeah, there is a way to manipulate the guards. I haven't had to do it in a while, but I should practice it. Because you're supposed to anticipate getting caught, but then I'm supposed to keep more downward, and I couldn't adjust it, but the guys who follow you, who try to swarm you, will track your movement where you are, what, like, height you're at. The lower you are, the guards on the right, the place you have to go, will go down and left and be caught in that kind of area, and that you have enough time to circle around. But they weren't down and left, they were a little bit higher up. So one of them ended up getting caught, but the other did not. Lesson learned. How much money do I have right here? Sure. Yeah. There is a 1000 GP I could pick up on the way here. To make it Shield 3 I could. Okay, so you take the cyber jack. Three minutes to finish Bug. Go. I think the Bug fight in the PB was perfect. It was one punch, one crit. And the journey along the way, I think, was better than... we're on track to lose some time, I think. If we're lucky, it shouldn't be a lot of time lost. The biggest time game in this run is going to be the last 3 boss fights. And the last fight, I have 4 minutes I could save. A lot. Oh, it got me. God. Gonna knock me out 9 times out of 10 because I don't have shield pack equipped. I really shouldn't fight anything anymore. Can I get around here? Wait, what? Not the key. Do a smoke bomb. I don't like doing a smoke bomb in this room, but sometimes it's just so much better. Alternative. Right. 2 bug. So you need shield pack, punch, the cyber jack. I have less than a minute to defeat Bug. Yeah, the room with the sentries really got us. That cost us like 45 seconds over not having to deal with that. Alright, 1 punch, 1 crit. He has 700 HP. We do about a little over 100 damage with a punch without a crit. Crit is like 600. There's the crit, so we just need 1 punch and just to not die. Not die. Dang it, man. This is why I want shield 3, because it's really hard to die when you have shield 3. Okay. Good. Alright. Could have been worse. That one death costs us some time. 17. Right. Yeah, from the looks of things, we would have still lost time. No matter what. The difference would have been like 10 seconds. 10 to 12, I don't know. Anyway, we still have a good time going. I would have liked to have a buffer for the Rose fight that's coming up after Blackmore. If I play this split really well, I could save a little bit of time, maybe. Rose split is going to be one of the big deciding factors. Alright, I need to check my experience, equip our robot. Okay, we are 9 away, which is more than I thought. So we could fight a couple things on the way. Scrap 9. But if I don't fight anything, then be okay as well. Because all the required fights on the way, or after Scrap 9, on the way to Blackmore, should give us a level. Only 9 megabytes away. Eggs away. Carpe Diem Hacker, my favorite PC. Alright, so let's equip the goggles. Oh, way over here. Whoa. Right, these guys are invisible. With the goggles we can see them and avoid them. Thankfully they behaved. Usually they are blocking the doorway or very close to blocking it. I gotta be careful. Really don't want to fight them. Alright, now we could fight anything at level 18. Proceed. I want to hold off getting level 18 so we can craft 2 scrap 9s together. Make shield 5. Otherwise we'd have to go all the way back to R&D or do a whole bunch of extra encounters to get to level 19. Faster to go back to R&D. Annoying. Very tedious to have to backtrack that. Unfortunate capsule there. You could turn right and get a back attack on that guy. It's a damage range, but it could work. That's how I used to fight them. It works on everybody except the sword guys. Sword guys have a little bit more resistance, or HP. 1, 2. Wow. Uh-oh. They both immediately charged the door. I didn't mean to run into him. Would have been tricky to dodge both of them after that. The guy was looking downward. So had I navigated around, I would have charged this guy. Hey, hey dude, hey, hey. Alright, good. Okay, and 2 more required fights should give us the level. Nope. Alright, first things first. 9 and... Stats. A little bit of charge helps. HP. Alright, so we almost did it. Ideally, we would level up on this guy. Or just not fight extra things, get a whole bunch of groupings of enemies earlier. That's our last required fight. Unfortunate, man. Sentries are so bad. They're so bad. I wish they would have been just slower, like returning. I don't know what they could have done, but just go so fast. Alright, but anyway. Oh, we're gonna get hit! Oh, so close. Okay. So you punch, jump back, take double shields. Okay. The Blackmore probably will lose time here. EB, I think, had a relatively perfect fight. It was 2 crits and a regular punch. No deaths. So we're probably gonna lose time here. PB had good mid-game. Omega, Bug, Blackmore, and Rose especially was really good. Alright, so we're hoping that Blackmore does the melee attack. We block it. Did not block it. But we did get a crit at the start. Good. What? 2 crits, both high roll, enough to give me 1300? That was amazing. Okay, that was the best Blackmore fight I've ever had. It's always been three punches, not 2, but holy moly. We just rolled, like, I guess not max damage, but close to it. For crit. Alright, smokes. It's worthy of a highlight. But you know, if I get a PB, it'll already be highlighted. Get a PB. Visible enemies. Okay. That guy, I wonder if he's gonna turn left. He does. I did not enter this room on the left like I wanted to. Usually turn. There you go. Okay, good. Good enough. I did it bad, but it wasn't punished because it was quick enough to adjust. Alright, cool. Alright. So the next section is relatively consistent, except for the boss fight. PB did pretty well, I think. amazing boss fight. Yeah, the only way that Blackmore fight could have been better is if we blocked the attack at the beginning instead of getting shoved backwards. Damage rolls were perfect. Okay, what do I need? Smoke, I think? Oh, I also have to do things. Need board. That's it. Dog. Ran into a tree. Okay, I think I'm gonna use the smoke bomb. The bird doesn't care. Okay, well, that was perfect. Movement. We normally use a smoke bomb here. Pretty too much. There is a hidden enemy, so we're gonna go around. And then wait for the bird to... You would have to wait like 2 seconds for the bird to reanimate if you wanted to try to dodge him. 9 times out of 10 he's not going to face away from facing below, so not the best plan if you try to optimize gators. Alright, so these guys look like the hackers, but are actually big fans. They're other people. Not androids, or maybe they are, I don't know. But they have the ability to block attacks. So we do a double lightning strike. If they block one of our attacks, our damage will be reduced to like 70. And if somehow the same one blocks both, it'll still be about 70 damage. So the block is only good for one attack. It would be faster to equip punch 3, just punch them. But because they can block, it's very risky. If a single one blocks your attacks, then you end up, you'll lose several seconds. Whereas just equipping punch 3 and doing the actions, it'll only save you like maybe 2 seconds per fight. And there can't be any capsule in front of an enemy either. Unless it's just one. Super situational. Faster to not use Sword 4. Alright, so 100 years in the past. We just witnessed the start of a feud. And there's a quest to resolve the feud. We're not going to actually complete it. We're going to start it. It's this lady, young Lady Coker, and in the future she's old Lady Coker, being accused of stealing jewelry. But she didn't do it, it was a mouse. We're not a mouse. There we go. Inside that capsule is the key item, the jewel. Turn that, you can mend the feud from ever really happening. Alright, so we're gonna need a smoke bomb. Get our scrap. Could use a smoke bomb in this room with birds, but yeah, got an extra smoke bomb. Okay, so we're gonna make boots 5, combine 3, 9. Okay. Stuff, so I'll take the drill, it's 5. Alright, go back and talk to Cookie, go to the cave. What? I had a feeling he would go up next to me. You could take the risk, use the drill, but the big fans, they move slow, so you can do it, but because he was in the corner immediately, decided not to risk it. Okay, so smoke bomb, plenty of them. Your spot though. Mouse form, more movement, speed. These guys frequently drop repairs. Nice. The reason they do that is because you need a repair in this dungeon. There are also 2 repairs you can just pick up in the capsule. I wanted to be sure you had what you needed to finish. Alright, so we're at 9 repairs, I think. No, I was at 8 before. BB somehow got initiative on this. I've done it before, I still don't know how to do it. You just hit this guy the right way. I don't know. Usually gets these 2 attacks slow. Okay. Surprised we didn't get our level yet. So we'll get it here. Or on the next fight. So, equip our repair spot. One of the few times that I have to equip a healing item. I don't think it's used at any other point. Still not a level. Man. Okay. So we're gonna have a little bit less charge going into the roast fight, as long as I don't get another encounter. Alright, so Napoleon takes on the property of however you are, which there are 3 states. There's human form, being in vanish, and then being a mouse. The mouse is the fastest movement here. Then vanish would be second fastest, I think. Then human is the slowest. We didn't get it. A lot of stingy 1 encounter encounters. Probably a repair should pick up, but too late. Yeah, I think we're like one experience a point away from the next level. Anyway, it's okay. As long as you have 37 charge, I think. I think we have 31 charge. Some amount of charge going to the roast fight. Be okay, but the higher the charge is, up to 49, less likely she'll get 2 attacks on you. You only see 1 instead. See what happens. Alright, classes. Okay, 17 minutes. I have 3 minutes to beat Rose for this cutscene. think the PB did it in 6 punches. 6 to 8 punches. On average, Rose will be finished in 12 punches. 13 if you're just a bit short. So we do 12 punches to get 3 critical hits, and then 1 regular punch. The sooner we could get 3 crits, the better. There is a damage range to our critical hits, so if we roll low for all 3 of them. If it's really early, then I might need 2 normal punches. 1. Usually we get a good spread. It's like 680 something at the high end and like 640, 630 something low end. And she has 2000 HP. Alright, I can't reach her anyway, so capsule's not a bother. At this attack, we're completely safe from it. But her head bonk attack has a 1% chance to hit us normally. But she could crit us with whatever her crit rate is, which I guess is 6.25%. And that'll knock us out. Alright, 0 for 1. 1 for 2. Start. They're 2 for 3 is really good. 1 more crit, that's all we need. 2 for 4. And disabled. We need to do this punch anyway. Out. She can rarely apply a status effect to you, and it's normally disabled when it happens, but rarely ever happens. Fuck. Okay. 5. Unlucky. Seven. 6 now. Okay, good. So despite the death and the disable, still a really good fight. And we saved time. Alright. Fine. $505. Nice palindrome. Alright, so that's great. So we have a really strong chance of getting a PB. It's not guaranteed. But because Bug and Gato, they need to go decently well. And then the final fight needs to go pretty well. If it goes the best it can, and Bug and Gato behave, then I could actually get maybe a world record. It's a lot. It's a lot to ask for that. Normally you get 1. Good Bug fight, normal Gato fight, average final Gato fight. Normally what happens. You're lucky. Alright, so I need a smoke bomb. Be the last smoke bomb we use. Unless there's an accident in the final level. Unlucky. Too slow with my movement. I made a little mistake. I wonder if it would have been faster just to run. This guy needs to move. Let's get this repair. It's not a repair, it's a cure. so we're at 6. I need to buy 6. 6 repairs. I could buy less, but buying 12 is a good number for the end game. Usually use 2 on the Gato 1 fight, and expect to use at least 4 Gato 2. So it won't take a whole lot for us to get a PB, but if we have to use most of our repairs, then probably not going to get a PB. Excuse me. Okay. I don't like this. Get out of here, pure. I think I need to equip the drill. I need to figure out if there's some way to not pause after opening that door. That's the only door in the game where you, like, pause longer than necessary. Normally, you pause if you have to ring the doorbell, but there's no doorbell. Maybe it's programmed like a doorbell door, but not the doorbell. But, like, I'm always holding up and run the door. Maybe if I don't hold up and run, I can shorten the interval between waiting and exiting. Okay, so we are gonna read book. Craft. Vanish. Oops. Okay. Well, I really need 2, but in case something goes wrong, I'll have 1 extra. Vanish can be a little weird sometimes. Or even if you unequip it. So I guess maybe if it's on, like, the frame that it's starting to disappear, then it just goes away from your inventory even if you unequip it. Okay. 6 repairs. Okay, or 6 or 7, doesn't matter. Alright, get the drill. Just let me use the drill. Oh, I need the mouse form, not the drill. Just menu. I do need the drill, but after mouse. Alright. Well, let's see. last. No, they gave us the spaceship first. The spaceship's in a really convenient spot. This name always makes me think of Paper Mario 64. Want to replay or at least re-listen to it just to see if there actually are similarities. I'm thinking of like the Ice Palace or the Ice Town. One of those two. Alright, so we're gonna get to use Vanish. Vanish is a consumable item that we can keep prolonged if we unequip it. Why we got 3 of them. When we're under Vanish, enemies can see us, but they can't do anything to us besides block our path. The result is we don't get encounters anymore. Really nice. Don't leave before Kotetsu, otherwise you don't get the red password. Alright, so it's the only fight that we're required to fight that is not a boss. Hopefully he doesn't drop anything. Nice. Almost always drops shot 2? invisible. Please move. Oh, gosh. Oh, interesting. Alrighty. So that activates the elevator, so we can leave. Nice. Cyberjack. I think we're going to need the Cyberjack for a while. But... okay. Alright, Blackmore. So, Blackmore's been punished. He's become an eternal janitor. So if we help him out, he'll give us a password and a key. And eventually the other password, too. Would have been nice if he gave us all the password. Cyberjack. Punch. Alright, so Bug 2. Good news is he cannot hurt us, so we don't waste any time having to heal up with repairs, swap out our robot, etc. The bad news is he can confuse us, which wastes equally enough time or more time, depending on how many times we get confused. He has a 25% chance to apply confusion on one specific attack. It's hard to describe what the attack is. We pretty much just see two attacks. One is like a hockey puck launcher that's lightning, it's like you see little lightning bolts. That's the okay one. That should never hit us or hurt us in any way. The other attack, this one, the explosion attack, that can confuse us. Alright, anyway, 2400 HP, need 4 critical hits. 0 for 1. 0 for 2. For 3. A great start. But it's not over, because the crit. The on average. Go for 4. There's confusion. So he confused me before I can get a critical hit. We have the equally same amount. Actually, we have a better chance of getting a crit than he does of confusion. He doesn't always use the confusion attack. 1 for 5. 2 for 6. Alright, we're back on average. 3 for 7. I need one more crit. I'd be in a pretty good fight. Or 3 for 8. I could do normal punches here, but it would take a while. It would be guaranteed to knock him out. 3 for 9. The regular punches don't do a lot of damage. They do more than 1. 2 for 10. More crit, just one more. 11. There's confusion again. You can also reapply confusion, so if we don't do anything after 2 turns, then that means it was reapplied. Too far away. That's 3 for 11 or 12? We're back on average. Okay, below average, or above average, because 16 punches is average. But the fact it took, we got confused twice was unlucky. I do expect confusion to happen at least once, though. Okay, still, we're on PB pace, so not too bad. Would have been nice to save a little time here. Doing well. Should equip the spaceship. Whatever, he's enough to do. Blackmore, please. Okay, I don't know where this key is. Try to spot it. Vanish. He's in a good spot. Right, last time. Sentries. And surprisingly, the place where it doesn't really matter, nothing happened. Almost every other spot, the sentries were a nuisance. I face downward. Or to the right if you're just gonna step around me. Yeah, I think she always steps around no matter what. Can't turn suddenly where the cutscene begins. Good, then it would work. Yo, Rainy Shoot. Thanks for the good luck. History of this game. It came out in '94 here. The game is originally called Slapstick Japan, and that should tell you a lot about what this game is. It's meant to be somewhat of a comedy, not to be taken seriously. Really cool RPG with very solid mechanics. It's short, doesn't overstay its welcome, but still kind of satisfying. No random encounters. Have to deal with that. A lot of customized options for weapons and armor for your robot. So you can play however you want on multiple replays of the game. Speedrun is pretty fast and straightforward, which is nice. But it doesn't show off all the weapons that you could use. So yeah, when it was translated over here, they just call it Robotrek, probably because Star Trek was a thing, TNG was successful, they're all doing all sorts of Star Trek offshoots, and there is robots in this. Most characters in this game, or most bad characters, things you fight, are androids. But you, being an inventor's son, create robots who are friends. As far as history goes, I don't know how successful the games were. Probably a lot more successful in Japan than here. That's the wrong one. Okay. But, this game got overshadowed by the many RPGs that exist on the Super Nintendo. It's hidden pretty well, but I think it's a hidden gem. There are a lot of hidden gems on the Super Nintendo. This one is truly interesting. The story is wacky. It's not meant to be taken seriously. Characters are amusing. Dialogue is very amusing, both because of whatever's lost in translation, and because it's just meant to be silly. Right, Josh. Yeah, lots of RPGs on the Super Nintendo, so it's no surprise. And it's made by the company Quintet. Quintet made Illusion of Gaia, Soul Blazer, Terranigma, ActRaiser, and ActRaiser 2. They're all part of the same basic design team. So the fonts are all the same between all the games. A lot of people recognize the fonts who've played those games before. The wind has no destination. Something about the capital A. See it, it's like, okay, it's a telltale sign, it's from Quintet. Alright, coming up is the most difficult part, speedrun, as far as technical movement goes, so I'll do my best not to make a mistake. Well, I already made a mistake. Try again. Dang it. Almost. Alright. Well, almost did the manipulation correctly, but because I didn't, we have to wait in front of this barrier. Alright. Where is the blue? And if what I could do is put the glasses and see the wire laser beam don't hit it. So that's what I'll do if I'm unsure and to get the first part correct. I was pretty confident. Still off. I don't know if I was too early or too late. Felt like I was probably too late by a small amount of time. Visible enemies. Alright, there are invisible enemies in this room, so if we suddenly stop moving into them, I think there's just two, maybe three. Two. I feel like most people who've played Robotrek found it by renting it. There are a handful of people that owned it. I never knew about Robotrek till like 2018, 2019, that time frame. I was really impressed with how this game looked. And then upon playing it myself and learning the speedrun, I'm like, this game is really cool and it's really accessible to everybody. If you really wanted to introduce an RPG to like a 4-year-old, this one's a pretty good one to do. And not Final Fantasy VII, for example. Okay, final two fights. So this fight is a bit rough for a couple of reasons. I'll explain as we go. But in general, we have to deal with a status effect that usually affects us. It's called Disable, and it makes it so we can't do this triple punch attack. And our main way of dealing damage is with that triple punch attack. Whenever we flash red, there's a very good chance that we are disabled. So I have to do a normal punch instead. Which doesn't do as much damage. But if we get a critical hit, and a back attack with a regular punch, it's not too bad. So we got three crits already that weren't significant damage, but something. Stop flashing red! Yeah, that's what happens. He goes, and you can't triple punch. Okay, unlucky, but it's bound to happen. So Gato is the only one who could hurt us in this fight because of how we're built. The other two can't do damage, but constantly apply the status effect. I think it's supposed to be a 50% chance for disable. And Gato can also apply it, but there's no indicator that we have it with Gato's attack. Stop flashing red! I'm losing coin flips. I'm getting tails, 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 tails. This one was also tails. Alright, come on, crit. It has 2,800 HP. We've done like almost 1,000. It's a really bad start. Alright. Come on, crit! Crit! Nice. So we got a back attack critical hit, which is almost 1,000 damage by itself. It's great. Do another crit. Crit! Get it. Alright, but we're in a much better position than we were. It's that back attack critical hit. Okay. Come on, one more. Uno mas! Don't you do it, don't you do it. Unlucky. Should be done with the fight by now. So I do expect to get knocked out once, but twice is unlucky. Both are unlucky, but one is expected. There's a basic crit. Reach him. It's almost not worth doing this, but so close to being finished. Okay. Rough. Really bad fight. Started the fight with nothing but disable. Got one good crit in. Everything else is mediocre. Okay, but it's not over yet. Getting a world record is probably impossible now. But you can still get a good PB. We would need the best Gato 2 fight in existence to get a world record. And that just doesn't happen. It'd have to be a 6-minute fight or less. Okay. J4, J5. Alright, so good news. PB had a really bad final boss fight. It was terrible. It was 12 minutes long. And normally, this fight is under 10 minutes. A good fight is under 8 minutes. A great fight, which I've never had, is under 7 minutes. And then you could somehow get amazing luck. You can get it under 6 minutes, but it's only like theoretically possible. So many things have to happen to get a 6-minute fight. So as long as we finish this fight under 10 minutes, we get a PB. But it's really interesting because this run has been kind of back and forth, but almost entirely keeping up with the PB. PB had kind of a bad start, a really good mid and late mid game, then a terrible end game with the final, well, terrible final boss. So if this does get a PB, and not by much, then it's pretty much the same as what we already did. So come on, Gato 2, behave. Alright, so Gato 2 has 5,200 HP. We do about 100 damage per hit, and the crit does 600 something. He has a melee attack, which is what we want to see, because it's fast. We have a good chance of blocking it and or dodging it. Blocking it is the fastest thing that can happen. Dodging is the second best thing that can happen. And normally, Gato likes to spin from a wheel of 4 attacks. Nice crit off the start. You get 1 of 4 things. 2 of them are great. An Ice Storm and a Firestorm. This attack, Desert Warfare, is the worst. We're likely to not dodge it. And it just wastes time to have to heal up and get re-situated. But we dodged it. 600. 700. Anyway, anytime he does this attack, this roulette choosing the thing. It's slower than him doing a melee attack. But if he does it, we want to see fire and ice. Oop. What was that, 1300? Off to a good start. 1900? Almost 2000 already. It's a really good start. Fire is good. Oh my god. 25, we're at 2600 with chip damage. Take that hit. Okay. That was a lot of crits in a row. Alright, 50% chance. Good, fire. 2600, so we're halfway done. $2,700. Terrible, come on. Come on, game, stop giving me this. Nice dodge. 2800. Fire's good. Cool. 3400, almost 3500. Oh my god. 4000. We need 11 more hits or a couple crits. Okay, this critical hit luck has been really good. Much better than it's been the last few weeks. I really wish he would do melee attacks instead of this. Got unlucky with this so far by dodging it, but usually don't dodge it. Okay, 3 for 3. Oh my god, 4600, we need 1 crit. 5 punches. Come on, get a gold split. Oh my god. 322.14. That was almost... I think I gotta double check PJ's time, but... pretty close to world record. Holy moly, 6-minute, 22-second fight. I think he's at 3:22.04. I'm like 10 seconds off, if my memory is right.